Christian continued his journey, spring soon became summer. With each day, Christian grew stronger, both physically and in his belief and trust in the king. This drove Lucifer crazy until finally he decided to handle the problem himself.
I reckon that's right far enough, son.
Lucifer, what are you doing just like Virgil Graves?
I don't think that really matters. What does matter is it's time to go on home now. You see, you've walked yourself into right a pickle. See, the kingdom's that way. I have a gun, and you found yourself defenseless. It's quite a predicament.
I've got to make it to the kingdom.
Lucifer didn't know was that there was a gun hidden just off to Christian's left in the brush.
Where's that coming from?
Your other left.
Hey, wait a second. Why do you always have to help him? That's not fair.
Because I don't like you.
Well, I don't like you either.
I don't really care because you are the bad guy.
Are you fighting with the narrator?
Well, it's not my fault. He started it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
Guys, come on. I think the kids want to see a movie here. Can we get back to it?
Fine. I'll deal with you later. Well, I guess there's only one way to settle this. And that's a good old-fashioned country Mexican standoff.
This is how this is going to work, Christian. We'll stand here, and one of us decides to draw. Whenever that happens, that will mark the beginning of the shootout. You ready?
I reckon.
I hope so. Prepare to meet your maker. Did you shoot?
I didn't shoot. Did you shoot?
I didn't. Well, who was it?
Whoa, hold up.
Oh, no.
Not you again.
Colt McKinney, what are you doing here?
King sent me. Consider me your tall, dark, and handsome guardian angel. Now, why don't you run along? You're needed elsewhere. Why don't you leave my holster, and you drop yours. Yep. And you know what? Drop my mustache, too.
Mustache? Really?
That's right. Run along, man.
With the assurance that Colt had Lucifer under control, Christian continued his trek toward Zion. However, he soon found himself wandering through the most terrifying portion of his journey, the Valley of the Shadow of Death. As he carried on along the path, Christian observed that it was a dark, scary place and full of wonders.
This is a dark and scary place. It's full of wonders.
As the path went on, it only grew darker and scarier. As Christian continued onward, fear began to creep through him. Christian had heard many tales regarding this mysterious and gloomy place. He had heard tales of evil wizards and terrors that none had ever seen and lived. There were even tales of lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
But he could not help from getting more and more frightened. His knees began to shake. His teeth began to chatter. And finally it became too much and he began to cry out. Not that kind of crying.
Somebody help!
That's more like it.
Who's there? Somebody there? Somebody say something?
Christian had found was a poor soul that had started out traveling along the same journey that he himself was on, but eventually lost heart and gave way to temptation.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
He turned from the path and forgot that he had ever set out to reach the kingdom.
I'm going to the kingdom of Zion. Do you want to come with me? Hello? What are you doing? Can you hear me?
As punishment for turning away, the king sentenced him to forever wander about as a mummy among the graves of others who had turned away, for it is written, "He that turns away shall remain among the company of the dead."
What? What is he doing? Oh, snap. I'm walking away now.
beautiful, isn't it?
Preacher, it's so good to see you.
Oh, the kingdom of Zion lies directly in your path. You've overcome many trials and dangers to get here. But I must warn you, the worst is still to come. But keep faith, for the king in the kingdom of Zion awaits you with great reward. Look, a dragon.
I don't see a dragon. I think that's it.
Preacher?
Where'd he go?
As Christian observed the holy castle, he pondered all that he had seen and heard so far along his journey. He also thought of what the good preacher had told him about his toughest obstacles still lying ahead. He now found himself only a day's journey from the castle, and he found the excitement welling up inside of him. Despite his excitement, he decided to turn in for the evening so that he could save his last bit of energy for the following day's travels. Although he was exhausted, Christian eagerly awaited the next day so that he could finally see his king face to face.